This town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Good evening and welcome to the Whiskey Lover Society with me, Adrbeg. And today we have a little bit of a shootout, good old cowboy style shootout. And of course with a shootout there can only be one winner. And today we have two whiskies, and I'm start off with the Ardbeg 5-year-old beastie, and the other one that I will be putting up against the Ardbeg, the Benriach 10-year-old peated whiskey, the Curiositas. They are both peated whiskies. The one is from the Speyside region, and the one is from the Islay region. So, starting with the Ardbeg 5, beastie. It is bottled at 47.4% ABV. On the bottle, it is the ultimate Islay single malt Scotch whiskey, non-chill filtered and no color added. If we look at the Benriach Curiositas, it is a 10-year-old bottled at 46% ABV. It is also no color added, and it is non-chill filtered. So with this review, I am going to put them head to head, look at the nosing notes, the tasting notes, give the finishing, gonna compare the two, and we will see who will be the winner of this shootout. So I'm gonna give them both a pour, maybe give them a little bit of air so that there can be a little bit of oxidization, and maybe open up some of the flavors. So the Ardbeg, and the Benriach. So we start with the color, and as you can see, the color is almost exactly the same. Well, actually I can't see any difference between the color of it. So that is also strange. 5 years old, 10 years old. None of them have a color added, but they are exactly the same. So very strange. So we start off with the Adrbeg and see what we can find. So on the nose for the Adrbeg. So immediately I get a little bit of the smoke, and again I'm quite surprised. I was expecting way more smoke in this beastie, but apparently not. So I get a sweet type of smoke, more savory, meaty type of smoke. It is a little bit of a vanilla note coming through, and a sweetness. Maybe reminding me a little bit of raisins in it. And if you stick your nose in it, you get quite a lot of the alcohol notes. If I go to the Benriach, now completely different. Much more sweeter on the nose on the Benriach. Very, very light smoke. I would even say maybe half of the smoke that is supposed to be in the beastie. So maybe 25 parts per million for the phenols. Quite fruity on the nose. There's no of the normal iodine hospital TCP notes on the nose. Quite sweet. A little bit of an apple note. or maybe a little bit of a sweet pear note coming out. little honey note, quite light on the alcohol. Yeah, quite pleasant compared to the. Now on the Ardbeg, I get a little bit of a rubber note coming out, something that I didn't pick up previously. And it's my dog snoring. So on the taste, we start off. I think I'm going to start off with a Benriach because it's supposed to be peated, but not so much peat. And if I start with the Ardbeg, of course, the peat is going to be a little bit too much for a palate. So I'm going to start off with the Benriach and see what it tastes like. Cheers. You definitely get the smoke, but it's a light, meaty smoke. And it reminds me quite something similar to ham or bacon, that type of smoke that you get. A little bit of more of an ashy note that you get, like a campfire that has died. So it's quite sweet. This is really, really nice. A sweet smoke. That's something that I take from this one. A little bit of a caramel note. A little bit of a toffee, maybe toffee caramel, quite similar. Honey, a light honey in the background. Also a little bit of a floral note coming out. So all in all, quite nice. Have a look at the Ardbeg. Now, the Ardbeg is definitely more smoke to it. But it does have a light fruity note to it. And when the smoke comes in, a little bit of a of a oakiness coming in, maybe like something like a dark chocolate note in the background. A little bit of a black pepper note as well. When I get the savory notes coming in, the bacon, the sweet maple bacon coming in, maybe a little bit of a smoked ham, then the oak. Way more oak than the Benriach. On the finish for the Ardbeg, it is oaky and smoky, or sweet, oaky, smoky. If I go to the now back on the Benriach, when I give it a nose now, I get loads and loads of vanilla coming out. Oh, that's a sweet vanilla. Yep. On the finish, this one is much sweeter, less oak. Quite a long finish for me. So quite pleasant. So that is a shootout, and of course there needs to be a winner. And if I look and I have to choose between the two, I think the Benriach is so much better. I will go have a look into this after the video, and I will put it in a link in a little icon so that you can see price wise which one is the cheaper one. Of course, this is a shootout and we need to pick a winner, and for me there is a clear winner in this shootout, and of course for me it's going to be the Benriach. Now I do like the wee beastie, but I think the fact that it is only a 5-year-old, it is not promising for me what it says on the bottle. And when I mean by that is when it says a wee beastie, I was expecting to have a beast of a peated whiskey. This is obviously not a beast of the peated whiskey. Maybe it's not a good comparison with a 10-year-old, but I do like the 10-year-old Benriach more. So as a winner, I'm going to pick the Benriach, and actually by 1 point. So Benriach, well done. Cheers. And please remember to like and subscribe. And I see you next time.